Non mais oh.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
C'est la vieille.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing.
Bizarre, parce qu'il
According
reste
to our
encore pas mal de
intel,
missions après.
Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Et ben voilà, c'est la fin du jeu les gars. Ça, honnêtement c'était un bon game. Je vais aller me reposer un peu moi. Alors, Alexa Carlyle. La famille Carlyle est issue d'une ancienne lignée anglaise. L'ancêtre le plus lointain fut adoubé lors de la guerre des Deux Roses. Transport au chemin de fer et à la presse écrite. Ok. Proposer de regrouper les actifs et ressources colossaux dans le but d'établir la superstructure corporatrice que l'on connaît au nom aujourd'hui sous le nom de Providence. Depuis les Carlyle ont laissé les cheveux des producteurs et rares sont ceux qui connaissent encore leur nom. La famille est toujours riche, mais leur un véritable trésor est leur influence. Ces dernières décennies, les Carlyle ont lourdement investi dans les secteurs technologiques. Ah oui, donc ils ont eu tous les trucs de merde, quoi. Ether, Kronstadt, Dynasty et Quantum Leap. Ok. La chef non officielle de cette cabale de pouvoir. Froide comme la glace. Ah, putain, il y a 3 gosses. Ok. Ah, voilà qui est intéressant. Alexa développa une ambition ardente au cours de son apprentissage, ainsi qu'un coût immodéré pour les manipulations géopolitiques, devenant ainsi l'architecte derrière l'expansion de Providence au sein des territoires non occidentaux. Elle joua un rôle dans l'orchestration de la guerre des Malouines, qui avait pour but de détrôner une junte, je savais même pas que ça existait ce mot, une junte militaire, et s'associa à Janus, le First Constant, pour participer à la guerre froide en jouant intelligemment sur les 2 tableaux pour le compte de Providence. Dans les années 60, son père avait financé un établissement de recherche roumain douteux. Voilà de quoi on parle. Appelé l'Institut d'amélioration humaine, qui conduisait un projet du même nom, améliorer des humains. Alexa joue un rôle essentiel là aussi, dans le sens où elle transforma l'Institut en un véritable usine à assassins, d'où 47 vient, dans laquelle elle prit la décision d'effacer la mémoire des sujets. Une décision qui lui coûterait très cher un jour, et oui. Et donc du coup, Du coup, on va la fumer, quoi. Alors, trouver le dossier. Oui, il faut que je trouve le dossier aussi. Alors, lieu de départ, évidemment. Lieu de départ. Comment... Quoi, c'est quoi? Commentaire du... Commentaire du réalisateur. Bon bah, oui. Vas-y, ça me va, les commentaires du réalisateur, je les prends. Équipement corde de piano. Ouais, bah écoute, corde de piano et pièces, c'est très bien. C'est la même chose. Et costume. Oh mes frères informel, tactique, thématique. Bon, avec un petit hoodie là. À l'ancienne. C'est parti. Alors je sais pas ce que c'est le truc de commentaire du réalisateur là.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Xari, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Pouah. Attends, mais on est dans un...
to England. Having just been in Dubai, with all that new money on display, the gold and the flash, and the perhaps unpurposed,
C'est ça le mec qui parle,
c'est...
c'est...
into the inherited wealth and the established upper class of the old.
Ok.
We are in a rural ancestral mansion.
Ok. Allez, hop. Il va me saouler le man. Commentateur. Ouais, allez. Ciao. C'est bien, mais pas maintenant. Moi, je veux juste game. Ouais, c'est intéressant par contre d'avoir la version full. C'est juste que j'ai peur qu'il parle pendant toute la putain de mission et du coup ça va me saouler. On dirait vraiment qu'on est dans Sherlock Holmes, quoi.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
Merci de l'intrigue. J'avais vraiment aucune... Oh, putain, il me voit de loin, c'est con. J'avais vraiment pas du tout l'intention de faire ça. Putain, mais il y a beaucoup de mecs par contre. Bordel. Plus facile à dire qu'à faire, je pense.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you'd follow me.
Mais... Arrêtez de jouer à Hitman 3 là. Laissez-moi jouer. Bordel de merde.
I know I oughtn't. My boyfriend has a restraining order. I think it might be him. Could you
Quoi?
see if it's him?
Well, certainly.
And the woman isn't even dead.
Killer.
It's too bad we're not allowed to tell. That would make a great story.
What the hell was that?
Il me voit de loin là. On n'est pas sur...
Hein?
windshield. Well, it looks very clean to me. Did after you washed it the first time, actually. Yeah.
Élémentaire, moi je suis à Diana. J'ai l'impression de regarder Hitman 2, je vois pas la diff. Bah y a aucune diff en fait, c'est le même jeu. Hitman 1, 2 et 3 c'est le même jeu gros. C'est juste des nouvelles maps et l'histoire et la suite de l'histoire en fait.
Just keep calm. Sir, I'm gonna have to pad you down real quick.
Ah non 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 non. Non je vais 2 secondes, je vais pisser dans les fourrés, j'arrive. Ah j'ai bien pissé, fou, c'était un gros hein.
It'll be over quick. Right, we're good. Keep moving, please.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and
Absolute.
discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr.
Bonjour.
Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
Oui, oui,
As you
j'en ai rien à
If
foutre.
you'll follow me,
Par
sir.
contre, je fais pas trop londonien quoi. Hein. Je vais pas vous mentir. Hein.
I think Patrick is giving you a really hard
Je fais pas trop londonien là. Avec mon
I feel
accent.
obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
Oh,
So
nice.
please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Attends, mais qu'est-ce que je vais faire là chez...
A locked room murder mystery 47. I
Mais on est
trust
vraiment,
you'll
c'est
get to the
Sherlock
bottom
Holmes.
of this.
Personne.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Ah, il est mort là. Je vais m'asseoir et le regarder. Cela me semble bizarre. Quoi? Il le tient comme un ninja le couteau. Mais bon là tu trolls là.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Ah oui, bah là, il est bon le man, hein. Il est très bon le man. C'est le Batman. Ça me fume la gueule que j'ai. Très froid. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là lui? C'est beau hein quand même. Les beaux paysages. Y'a rien. Pousse-le, non. Je pousse personne moi. Alors. Ouais. Ah, voilà ce qui nous intéresse.
Xari was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
C'est vrai que c'est un peu bizarre. Surtout pour un mec qui est milliardaire, prendre des trucs à 9,99. Belle promo d'ailleurs. Hein. Promo de 1 centime. La belle prom, hein. Boots and Stuff. Est-ce que ça existe? bootsandstuff.io. Ça serait trop marrant que ça existe. bootsandstuff.io. Comment ça s'écrit? Ça n'existe pas, je suis abattu. J'ai essayé d'aller dessus mais ça marche pas. Ça aurait pu être drôle.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
C'est vrai. Alors on va regarder un peu à quoi ça ressemble. Je suis hanté par des choix abominables du passé et leurs conséquences dévorantes. Alexa a été le radeau qui m'a maintenu à flot, je ne peux continuer sans elle. Adieu. Mais elle est pas morte. Un téléphone caméra. C'est un téléphone... c'est bizarre quand même comme téléphone, mais ok. Oh, le couteau est stylé par contre. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas d'autres écrits de sa part? Ah, ça c'est vraiment le truc de gentleman quoi.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Poggers. Ok, un passage secret.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Par contre, c'est quoi cette maison où il y a des trous partout là? Il est où le butler? redescendu. Elle est grande la maison, hein. C'est pas de la maisonnette, ça. De batte, là.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish
C'est un manoir, c'est vrai.
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters.
Attends, mais je suis vraiment en train de faire une enquête là.
Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Non mais attends, il croit vraiment que je vais... Ah oui, donc c'est genre... solve the case. Attends, mais c'est vraiment une enquête... What the fuck, c'est du full Cluedo là. Ok. C'est le stream LA Noir. Je suis devenu leur salope. Je suis en full Sherlock. Et en plus, je suppose que c'est pas tout le temps le même mec qui tue, sinon ce serait trop... Je peux skip pour buter la vieille. Ah si, mais bon là, c'est trop marrant. Tac, 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 mort, machin, mes couilles. Ok. Suspect. Grégory, ok, le fils aîné. Edward, le fils cadet. Rebecca, la fille. Épouse de Grégory. Grégory? Ok, de lui. Oh, le beau gosse. Okay. Patrick. Donc lui, c'est le fils d'elle. Et... Ah, ok, je dois interroger tous les mecs maintenant.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
I understand, but you need to talk to Anthony about that. Calm down. Yes, I understand. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement, but you really need to talk to Anthony. He's the man with the papers. Listen, you know who I am, who my grandmother was, right? Just relax. It'll be fine. You'll get your returns. Don't worry. Give Anthony.
Don't worry. Okay? Je pensais qu'il pouvait pas explorer l'extérieur.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Ok. Passons à la suite.
Okay, so
put a pin in it.
Oh no, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bah, ça baise ici? Tiens, tiens. Ça...
No need to panic.
Elle est pas suspecte, elle?
Well,
Well,
Ah, pardon?
Don't get me wrong, but I hope we never meet again. Put that thing down right another step.
Bah ouais, gros, tu m'as mal parlé. Fin de la mission.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Attends, tu me laisses passer et après tu me laisses pas passer, faut savoir, gros. Non mais attends. Blague ou quoi?
Weekend in this shithole. I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll.
What did you think of Xari?
Désolé, hein, je
Creepy
fais
as
ça, mais
hell.
bon.
No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know,
Hello?
my father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot.
What an
Thank God Daddy
idiot.
chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So,
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
no.
Attends, c'est quoi ces lunettes?
I reckon Zachary.
Attends, il a vraiment des lunettes avec de la lumière derrière sur le côté là?
Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Entre tous les suspects, le vrai tueur est pas écrit en haut. Non, parce que en haut, là, je suis en train d'essayer de résoudre l'affaire. Mais en gros,
Just remembered I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard. Wouldn't it be a good idea for you to go and look for it? Now?
A good idea. Yes.
on va le suivre. Petit plumeau, c'est toujours stylé. Toujours au plumeau, c'est pas létal, je crois, le plumeau. Ouais. Tiens.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looks everywhere.
C'est tellement grand.
No power, no work.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect.
M'intéresse pas cette intrigue.
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up.
I'll never get how to rip people. All this fuss for a pretend funeral. Yeah. And such a good Why not do a photo shoot because we're all gathered? Talk about messed up multitasking.
Ils sont tous vénères dans le château. Donc c'est là qu'il y aurait peut-être quelque chose. Vous pensez que ça se voit que je le suis là?
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
Oh. Tiens.
I don't believe for a second that... Hi, Lawrence. How are you holding up?
Having a really bad day.
Me too. I can't believe Zachary's dead.
Yeah. And Patrick is really hounding me around. He sent me here to find a button he believes he lost. But I think he's just trying to be alone with a new girl, Elaine.
Why don't you just stay here for a while and relax? Looks like you need it.
That sounds really nice. I think I will, thanks.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worry.
Oh, il m'a baisé, il voulait juste baiser l'autre. Ah bien ouais. Mais par contre, ça m'a quand même donné quelques indications. Merde. Je vais rentrer dedans, je suis trop con. J'ai du bateau, ok. Réparer le kit avec une clé anglaise. Bizarre quand même tout ça. Oh le boat. Ça, 100% je peux partir avec ça. La fin de miss. Mais c'est pas la fin du tout de la miss. Putain, il m'a baisé gros, le mec. Enfin le gamin, je me suis fait avoir par le gamin. Pas de clé anglaise là.
Sir, your breath stinks. Back off.
Back off.
Do they even exist anymore? How old is this shit?
Photographe, le costume qu'il a gros. Tournevis, pas de clé anglaise. Là?
I will never again meet someone like Xari. I can't bear to think what will happen to all his rare plants.
Du zompois. Je suis un alchimiste. Ok, intéressant, mais ça ne m'aide pas pour l'enquête. Bon, il y a encore plein de mecs que j'ai pas vu. En fait, tout le monde, sauf un. Sauf un. Oh, attends. Avec un peu de chance. Non, pas un défi. Pas un défi, ça. Bon, comment je trouve les autres? Les autres mecs, attends, c'est qui? Ah tiens.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Xari?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Xari was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Un peu trop facile tout ce qu'elle dit. Tiens.
Rebecca Carlisle.
Bonjour Rebecca.
Can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble.
Non mais Patrick il veut juste baiser.
Wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort overstaying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Xari. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
C'est qui, Edward? Ah,
Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Non, c'est bon, ta gueule. Bon, elle a l'air à peu près safe. Elle est un peu bizarre parce qu'elle dit il était dépressif, genre comme pour appuyer la tentative de suicide, mais bon.
Gregory Carlyle. Can you tell
Oh, lui
me
c'est le
where
beau
you
gosse,
were
Jean Dujard.
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough.
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach. Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death.
Fucked up!
You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Fucked up! Oh merde, il y a des photos à prendre. Oui, il a une sacrée gueule le man. Je vais prendre en photo là. Attends, il y a une photo à prendre, c'est peut-être dehors. Non. Je comprends pas. C'est en haut? Je comprends pas là. Bon. Cherchons les deux autres. Alors, il nous reste 2 suspects, je crois. Hein. Donc, lui, il manque Edouard et. Ah non, bah il manque personne en fait. Il manque que Edouard. Lui est mort. Où il est le con de Edouard hein.
Sup?
Ding dong.
I could listen all day. He pours emotion into that instrument.
Quite the poet.
Ah, c'est lui, Edouard. Occupé, ouais, mais. On n'a pas que ça à foutre, nous, mais. Voilà, allez hop.
Professor Edward Carlyle.
Ah!
Can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary.
Horrible affaire.
I stay at the local
Bien
inn.
joué, Slums.
You see,
Pour
I prefer not to
les 1
spend
an
the
sub.
night here at Thornbridge
Non, le
Manor.
T2, pardon. T2,
My
merci à toi.
brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's
Boire
all,
du verre vide.
I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about
Dispatch.
Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to
Il y a
commit
un
suicide.
code créateur, c'est Xari, oui.
Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Je crois qu'il fait un peu la victime, le man, là. Encore une photo à prendre, là. Discours.
Yes, hi, Cassie.
Ah, c'était ça.
It's me again.
Un peu à côté.
Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time, I promise. It's just, I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can really. I can't feel my
Chérie?
legs, and my eyes are not working properly.
passe?
Sorry, got to run. Sorry. I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can really. I can't feel my legs, and my eyes are not working
Et tu viens de le dire, ça.
This flicker thing again. You can't tell anyone. But the thing is, I've been asked to perform the eulogy at the funeral event tomorrow. I know it all sounds so unbelievable. But even though Mother is still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral. I have to write the eulogy. I don't think I can. She will definitely want to read it, and no matter what. I just know she'll be disappointed in me. Again.
Parle à qui, là?
My legs are really weird. I need you, Cassie. I'm sorry, I know. I'll hang up. Not supposed to do this. Christ, sorry. Bye.
Ok. Bon. Fouiller les lieux d'intérêt. Fouiller les lieux d'intérêt, mais ça c'est bien joli, mais... Putain, l'armoire à fusil. Il y en a beaucoup là, c'est quoi les lieux d'intérêt en fait? Parce que bon, au bout d'un moment, on n'est pas sorti de l'auberge là.
He was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
You're Rosie!
Quite creepy, aren't you? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
You might not be embarrassed, but I'm
Did you
feeling
notice
wildly
anything out of
embarrassed
the
on your
ordinary?
behalf, so cut
Any
that out.
strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure
Elle
of it.
sortait de la
Too right,
serre,
she
la
will.
pute!
She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor. But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot.
Ça veut
That's
dire que...
what he is.
Elle. Fils de pute.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still an option
Uh-huh.
who are in good time, I think.
Fake funeral tomorrow. Zachary found dead.
Où est le batla? J'ai trouvé la méchante.
Sir. Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present you. Case for Madame
Regarde le coffre.
Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Quoi?
Come and see me when you
Comment ça, Notiette? Bah si. Je voulais tenter un guess. Oh, ça dégoûte. Attends, mais il faut faire quoi là maintenant? Parce que Moi je joue à Hitman quand même, c'est bien Sherlock Holmes, mais au bout d'un moment on nique ta mère quoi.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Attends, comment elle s'appelle la méchante? C'est Emma. Ah. En fait on enlève des mecs quoi. Ok, j'ai pas compris. Et donc là on vérifie l'ordinateur, donc ça va la cancel et il restera plus que le butler ou Emma.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Donc ce n'est pas elle. Intéressant. Par contre, il y a une photo de la cheminée à faire là. Non, de ça.
That American lawyer in the small office. Check his travel documents. I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
Bon, donc du coup. L'écriture ne correspond pas. Ah. Faut que je trouve la chambre de Emma et Grégory. Mais elle est trop grande la map, je la connais pas pour l'instant, donc j'ai pas le droit d'aller là. On a fait bolos tout à l'heure.
Foreign princess or a beautiful starlet.
Peut-être ici, hein. Je sais pas si juste là je vais pas me faire repérer là.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Don't touch that.
Je voulais pas y en arriver là, mais. Je m'en serais douté. Je me suis dit que c'était trop facile, mais. Se protège avec la bonne.
Leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
And I certainly wouldn't want a refined woman like you to think I'm unprofessional.
I'm not letting you go that easily.
Tiens.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Quoi? Il est rédigé par la mère d'Emma. Attends, Emma c'est laquelle? Emma c'est la meuf qui est suspecte. Le père d'Emma était le défunt grand frère d'Alexa. C'est-à-dire que Emma est la cousine de son mari. Très bien. Bon, le problème c'est qu'il reste lui là. C'est bien joli, mais il faut juste que j'arrive à... Si j'arrive à... Si le suspect est... C'est bien elle. Ah, il faut peut-être que j'analyse les... J'aille vers la serre et que j'analyse les empreintes pour voir que c'est les mêmes. J'ai checké. Elle est où la serre? Non, pas du tout. De l'autre côté.
Security detail at a staged funeral event tomorrow. That'll be a first.
Par contre, fausse. Enfin, tout le monde connaît le. Trouvez le dossier.
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
Rebecca, c'est qui? Ils ont tous des noms et il faut les...
Hey, arsehole! You need to drop the gun!
Okay,
right
on your
now!
knees. Don't make...
We've got a fist fight! I need cover fire! He comes to me!
Je pensais que j'avais le temps de faire comme ça. Hein. Je suis abattu. Attends, mais j'avais fait une sauvegarde, je suis con. My bad, my bad, my bad.
Leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Huh?
Attends.
What the?
Bon. La serre, elle est où? Là-bas. On va descendre là. En fait, non, je peux. J'ai l'impression que je peux descendre. Ah oui, la lettre, putain.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him.
C'est Professeur Layton. Après, je peux juste la fumer, mais là, je découvre la map. J'ai envie de faire l'intrigue stylée, tu vois. Nanana. Ok. Sauvegarder au cas où ça bug. Oh la petite hache. Alors est-ce qu'il n'y aurait pas des empreintes à confondre?
It looks really good though. Latest ad?
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlisle is next in line for a poisoning.
Non mais c'est bon, tout accuse la meuf.
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron ferruginum blossom. They were his favorites.
Come on, Oliver. I understand why you're so upset. It's such a shock.
T'accuses la meuf, mais je peux pas la buter. Parce que le but c'est pas de la buter, c'est de la confondre. pourquoi elle a tué et comment. Bah là il manque 2 indices apparemment de ce que je vois. Faut clear le majordome, ouais c'est bien. Mais en fait là le problème c'est qu'il y a un indice là. Regardez, il y a une photo là à prendre, il y a un indice mais je ne sais pas ce que c'est. Et je comprends pas où tu dois prendre la photo. A box with a few cigars. A cigar box. Là je comprends pas, il y a une photo à faire ici. Mais il n'y a rien. C'est peut-être au niveau 1. Non, c'est... Une photo à faire là et une photo à faire ici. Attendez, je vais d'abord faire celle là-bas. Ok. Sur la façade, ouais mais sur la façade y a rien. Y a rien gros. Ah. Oh les empreintes. À la mort moi le nœud. Ah ah. Mais du coup c'est bon, ça confond cette pute là. Ah non, il faut que j'aille au bureau. Serre c'est validé, ça c'est validé. Chambre d'Emma. Indice trouvé 2 sur 4. Ah ouais. Merde, j'ai oublié des indices de fou. Ok, je suis une salope, attendez. Je pensais avoir bien bossé, mais en fait non. Ok, on en a bientôt fini les amis. C'est marrant quand même qu'ils aient fait toute une intrigue en full enquête. Alors, déjà, elle est où là? Merci, merci mec. Ah oui, c'est là. Alors...
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Ah, tant qu'à faire, autant faire les 4 indices quoi. C'est sûrement la canne, mais le problème c'est que si je la prends... Non. T'aimes les chiens. Pas de dernier indice. Bon, bah écoutez, tant pis. Allez, on va aller voir le majordome. Et on va lui dire c'est la vilaine. C'est pas grave. L'appareil photo, ouais mais non, c'est marqué sur la minimap quand il y a des trucs d'appareil photo. Ouais, c'est pas très grave en vrai. Joseph.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Oui, on va te suivre, monsieur.
How are you, sir?
Oh, le style que j'ai, gros. Ah, je suis pas allé dans le bureau du majordome, mais y a pas besoin. Cigar box with a few cigars.
How are you?
Pas la laisser la tuer. Je sais pas ce qui va se passer en fait justement. Ça se trouve ils vont. Ça se trouve il va avoir un règlement de compte et tout. Ça va être marrant, tu vois. Le doute vole une canne dans le manoir, il se trimballe.
Hello, sir.
Ouais, mais tu peux dire que c'était pour l'enquête.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
I can't forget his eyes.
Bah, je dois rentrer ou je dois pas rentrer? Wesh. Oh, je me suis gouré de porte.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat.
Well, well, well.
Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather
Eh oui, je sais
not
tout.
know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emmer's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations.
Putain, bien wesh.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the Constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it.
Ah bon?
I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way.
Ah bah
then.
si, hein. Oh mais je prends, hein, moi.
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Trop facile.
Greetings, sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carl. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Il se passe des choses, il se passe des choses. Ah, donc en gros l'intrigue là elle est ultra longue mais quand tu l'as fait du coup tu finis la mission directe quoi. Sabotage, il a saboté les comms.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Yes. Pas descendre par là. Putain, je suis perdu dans cette map. Attends, je vais juste faire un truc. Juste voir ce qui se passe si je prends l'argent. Est-ce que si je prends l'argent, je peux tuer sa belle-fille peut-être?
Emmer is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emmer's mother Jane, who was the
On va
fiancée
tout
of
refaire
your
après être
older
connecté,
brother
ouais, je
at the
sais.
time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emmer to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future
Juste
of the
voir
Carlyles.
ce qui va se passer si je prends l'argent. Est-ce qu'elle va me proposer de tuer sa belle-fille?
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment.
Et c'est sûr qu'il y a un défi où tu dois tuer la belle-fille, c'est sûr.
100%
sûr.
She did her homework. Used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants. Found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor.
Si tu accuses un autre, Emma va quand même l'empoisonner, donc mission accomplie. Je suppose qu'il y a aussi des défis où tu laisses Emma empoisonner la vieille, je sais pas.
I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
Thune.
I'll send you an invoice.
Thank you.
Bah non.
Mr. Whitmer, I trust you'll see yourself out. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Please stay back.
Je vais juste tester un truc.
That's Madame Carlisle taking charge. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Je sais pas pourquoi là on m'a vu mais... Donc, je vais checker est-ce que si je tue la belle-fille il se passe un truc. C'est où déjà qu'elle est?
Hey, how are you?
Là. Ah, la nièce. Est-ce qu'elle boit pas quelque chose à un moment? J'ai déjà tué la vieille donc pas de récompense. Non mais je veux juste voir si c'est un défi, tu vois. Peut-être que c'est un défi mais il faut que je... faut en effet que je laisse la vieille en vie, je sais pas. Bref, on va se casser. La suite. Lustre, non mais lustre ça allait tuer l'autre aussi. Allez on se casse. Le vrai détective. Je me demande si tu laisses le détective faire, est-ce qu'il trouve... Est-ce qu'il il finit l'enquête tout seul ou pas? Le bateau. C'est vrai qu'il y a le bateau. Mais Osef, de toute façon, j'aurais tout recommencer donc Osef. Quand je vais me reconnecter, ça va sauvegarder, ça va écraser toute la save donc de toute façon je vais recommencer au final. Je sais pas.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out. It's the Constantine. Shit.
Oh là, je suis parti en Y. L'heure de manger mes 6 petits maquis au saumon. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de défis sur cette map au final. Enfin, pas tant. Putain, je suis le 53e mondial. Le crochet, let's go. En même temps, je suis très lent, mais je suis en stream et tout.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Non, je peux pas y croire. Non, Diana, elle est gentille, c'est pas possible. Non, 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 je ne peux pas y croire.
Boss wants you alive. Yeah? How about now? Over here! Cover me!
Merde, j'étais en train de... Oh, j'ai pas vu, bordel.
Walk away! Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Oh non! Oh non, mais... Oh, je sens que c'est un faux fichier.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Non mais... Aïe aïe aïe.